Today, everybody, as you can probably tell, I went to GameStop and picked up a lot of new figures. And I was lucky enough to start and finish a complete set, as well as get a few others that I'm pretty pumped about. And now I think the best idea is to start with the random ones, then we'll get into the collection of figures. And the first one that we've got here is Beak from Transformers. It's part of their 40th anniversary, and while I was there, they actually had most of the set except for the chase. If you guys don't know, Beak is a cassette tape, and there are actually two cassette tapes that look exactly the same, so the chase is just slightly different, and at the moment, I'm blanking on that character's name. But either way, it is still really cool that I was able to get Beak, and I want to take this one out of the box because it's a weird-looking character, and I haven't seen it out of the box. Oh, interesting! So it's got like a few, like, I don't know what you'd call it, almost like jet engines on the back, and then the top, I mean, that is really cool. It's also a pretty small figure, but I love how high the base is off the ground. It really does make it look like it's flying. Oh, and the ones that I picked up today weren't the only new ones that they had. There was a bunch of other figures. I just couldn't get everything, of course. Oh, and before anybody comments, I did ask about the new Despicable Me 4 ones. They don't have them yet. But it's all good because the characters that I did get were some great ones. Like, take a look at this one, and these guys over here, and that one. Come on, some great stuff. Like this next one here, and let me see if I can get him out. I believe it is, yes, Braveheart Lion from Care Bear Cousins. I did not expect to see it. And this is a really cool one because he's holding his tail. He also has the crown with the heart on it. And now something kind of interesting with this one here is it kind of reminds me of the lion from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Do you guys know the one that I'm talking about? That one is, oh, King starts with an M. King Moonracer, that's who it is. I was not gonna think of that. And now the reason I think that they are kind of similar is because he's a lion, that one's a lion, they both have a crown, kind of. So anyways, a fun character, and I want to take it out just to see the detail on this. Like the mane is really huge, as well as every single one of the Care Bears Pops does have that heart, just like this one here. So pretty neat, and I'm glad that I was able to find this one because they only had, I think, one or two, and this one was the only one with a good box. Alrighty, now let's get into the set that I picked up, and I think we'll start with this one here because, as you guys could probably tell, I was able to get all of the Jungle Book ones, and I got Baloo. And now with these ones here, I thought it was for an anniversary, but if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not seeing a date on this, and I remember looking it up a little while ago and it not being like a round number, so it's probably just they wanted to remake them because it's been a while. And let's take a look at Baloo here, which has had a bit of controversy actually, because if you didn't know, Baloo would normally have a coconut mouth here, like something covering over him to be a little bit fancier, but Funko didn't include it, and I think it's still a really great figure, so don't get me wrong, I like it a lot, but it would have been neat if that was also included. I'm guessing the reason that they didn't add it is because it would look a lot less like Baloo, so if they keep it off of there, it's just his face with a bit of extra stuff going on. Alrighty, then after Baloo, we have, let's do another one of the regular size characters. Yeah, Bahira. This is a really great one because he does have the basket in his mouth. Honestly, such a fun pop, and this is another one that I want to take out of the box because I gotta see it a little bit closer up. And also, when it comes to most of these Jungle Book Pops, I wish they made them flocked. I feel like it would have been a really nice addition to the characters because they are all animals, and come on, this is just such a nice one. I like the yellow eyes, as well as, of course, the basket, like I said, with the blanket coming out of it. There is just so much detail on it. And I don't know if you guys know this, I probably talked about it before, but when I was younger, I used to watch the Jungle Book all the time. I also had the DVD, and I used to play the game on it too. I don't know if you guys remember, but you would go through like these ancient ruins and try to find your way out, I believe, or make it to something. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played, but I do remember where you would have to do like left or right on your controller to try to do something. I'm sure one of you guys knows what I'm talking about, but either way, this is just such a nice pop to add to the collection. Oh yes, now this next one here is one that I actually still don't know how to pronounce. Hatty Jr., someone's gotta know this, but for some reason, I don't ever remember him saying his name in the film. And now take my information with a grain of salt, because like I mentioned 2 seconds ago, I haven't watched the movie in years, and I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch it now that I've got all of the pops, and because, well, mainly, I want to remember how he pronounces his name. If he says it in the film, because again, I'm not sure. But anyways, let's take him out of the box here, and let's see him a little bit closer up, because again, I want to see this one out of the box. It's nice to take him out, and this this is, again, a really great one because it looks like he's walking. I also like his hair on this one, as well as the way they did his trunk. I think it's really cool because it probably would have been weird if it was straight out, but it was like a perfect way to kind of like fit it inside of a regular box. Also, it's crazy to think how high the numbers are getting for the Disney set, because with this one here, it's number 1,476. They're almost at 1,500 pops. I don't even understand how there's that many characters. And of course, they're doing remakes and like second versions of different characters, so there's a bunch of them, but 1,500? Come on. But anyways, let's get on to this next one here, which is going to be an even higher number. Wait. 1491. Ooh, there's a bit of a jump there too, but take a look. I was able to get King Louie on throne. And now I understand that there is a price tag on it. Let me see if I can get that off in one piece without it like tearing into a million things. Come on. Oh, there we go. That's looking pretty good. Okay, yeah, that is pretty clean. You wouldn't even know it was there. I reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. And now, of course, I've taken all the other ones out of the box today. I've got to take this one out because I want to see the details on it, and I love the way they did the paint. I've seen this done with like other stuff as well, mostly with like Warhammer things to make them look weathered, and it works really well for this here because of the way they did the back. And I'm not exactly sure how you would have done it. Is it like you paint the whole thing white and then you kind of just like brush in a little bit of black to make it seem like there's dirt on the inside? I don't know, but either way, it is really, really neat. I'm of course also loving the banana peels, the way he's holding a banana and like leaning in the throne. It really is a perfect pop. And now, everybody, we have the biggest figure of the day. This is one that I didn't pre-order either. They only had one of them in the store. I guess it wasn't available or I just didn't do it. But I remember when I was pre-ordering them saying I'll just take the whole set. So good that I was able to get it today. And anyways, this one here is Belo and Mogly. Look at that. And now I understand it's a little bit hard to see in the box. So let's take them out of here because I want to see. Are they floating in the river? I think they are. Oh, wow. This is great. Look at Belo down there. And then Mogly, of course. Let me show you like this. It's a bit easier to see him. But yeah, that is amazing, as well as Mogly. And then let me see if I can rotate it around, because if you'll notice, there is a little bee right there on top of the flower. What a cool detail. Also, something else that's really neat is taking a look on the bottom of this, you can actually see like a silhouette of Belo in the water. And I know that's probably like nothing huge, but I think it's neat because it kind of looks like real life. You know how like if you're underwater, you can see like something from above, but it's kind of murky because you're underwater, of course? That's kind of what it reminds me of. And yeah, this, I am so glad I got it. Oh, and actually, now that I think about it, they totally could have added the coconut to the mouth of Belo because we had this version of him as well, which was a little more regular without the flowers and leaves. So I don't know why they didn't add it, but either way, it's a really great set, and I'm so glad that I was able to get them all today. And well, everybody, there we go. That was my trip over to GameStop. But I know that there was a lot of other figures that I didn't pick up, so please let me know down below what was something that you would have grabbed, because I really am curious. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed because this was a lot of fun, and I'll see you tomorrow.